Don't spend your life at the complaint counter. Everybody has a reason to complain, everybody. Some complain because they were born into hardship. Some complain because nobody supported them. Some complain because life delayed them. Some complain because somebody betrayed them. Some complain because the economy is bad. Some complain because their dreams are taking too long. But listen carefully. There is a dangerous place many people live in without realizing it. It is called the complaint counter. And some people have spent years there, not days, years. They wake up complaining, sleep complaining, talk complaining, think complaining, breathe complaining. Everything is somebody else's fault. The government, my family, my village, my country, my enemies, the economy, the market. Excuse after excuse, blame after blame. But hear this truth: complaining may explain your pain, but it will never change your position. You can stand at the complaint counter for 20 years, and your life will still remain on the same spot, because destiny does not reward complaints, it rewards responsibility. Look around carefully. Some people are not tired because they work too hard. They are tired because they complain too much. Complaining drains energy. Complaining weakens vision. Complaining destroys creativity. Complaining blinds people from opportunities standing directly in front of them. And the scary part is this: a man can become addicted to excuses. Yes, a person can become so comfortable blaming others that growth becomes offensive to them. The moment you advise them, they get angry. The moment you challenge them, they become defensive, because deep down, they have built a house inside excuses. Listen, there are people who blame relatives for not helping them, yet they have not helped themselves. They are waiting for one rich uncle, one connection, one miracle, one helper. But they refuse to develop skill, refuse discipline, refuse consistency, refuse uncomfortable growth. So instead of improving, they keep rehearsing bitterness. Yes. Some people failed you. Yes. Life has been unfair. Yes. Opportunities may have been denied. Yes. The system may be corrupt, but hear me clearly: if your entire life becomes a courtroom of complaints, you will sentence yourself to stagnation. There are people in worse conditions who still rose, not because life was easy, but because they refused to become professional complainers. They cried if necessary, then continued moving. They failed, then learned. They were rejected, then adjusted. They were ignored, then improved themselves until they became impossible to ignore. That is power. Some people complain about Nigeria every single day, yet they waste 6 hours daily scrolling on their phones. No structure, no learning, no discipline, no strategy. Only noise, only blame, only anger. Listen carefully: a bad environment is real, but a defeated mindset is worse, because even when opportunity finally appears, a complaining spirit will still find an excuse. You started too late. You don't have connections. You don't have enough money. No, some people don't have results because they stopped trying too early. Do you know what complaining does? It gives temporary emotional relief, while silently stealing long-term progress. You feel better talking about the problem, instead of confronting the problem, and slowly, your mouth becomes stronger than your actions. Dangerous place. There are people who can explain every reason they are failing, but cannot explain the effort they are making to change. Read that again in your spirit. Somebody is blaming the market, but refuses to market consistently. Blaming lack of support, but refuses to improve value. Blaming lack of opportunity, but sleeps on opportunities already available. Blaming darkness, while refusing to light a candle. You cannot complain your way into greatness. Greatness demands adaptation. Greatness demands resilience. Greatness demands uncomfortable responsibility. Sometimes the breakthrough you are praying for is hiding behind the discipline you keep avoiding. And hear this carefully: complaining is contagious. Spend too much time around chronic complainers, and your vision will start dying. Because negativity is a slow poison. Every conversation becomes hopeless. Every idea becomes impossible. Every dream becomes unrealistic. And before long, you become mentally paralyzed. That is why you must protect your atmosphere. The truth is, nobody owes you success. Nobody owes you rescue. Help is beautiful when it comes, but your life cannot be packed because somebody refused to help you. Stand up, think differently, move differently, learn differently, fight differently. There comes a moment in a man's life where excuses must die, a moment where blaming must stop, a moment where you look at yourself and say, yes. Life hit me hard. Yes. People disappointed me. Yes. Things did not go as planned, but I refuse to sit at the complaint counter for the rest of my life. That decision changes everything. The ego does not complain about the storm, it uses the storm to rise higher. Powerful people are not people without problems. They are people who refuse to let problems become permanent excuses. So today, leave the complaint counter, leave the bitterness counter, leave the excuse counter, leave the blame counter, and enter the room called responsibility. Because the moment responsibility begins, transformation begins. 1 year of focused effort can change a life that spent 10 years complaining. Remember that. Do everything without complaining or arguing. Philippians 2 verse 14. If this message touched your spirit, share it with somebody who needs to wake up, and subscribe. Because your next season requires a stronger mindset.